is making me so sleepy.
Ad Astra. Ah, traveler. You have come at just the right time. You're certainly very familiar with the... Please take this brand new adventure... The adventure handbook is for recording whereas this notebook is for recording... I hope it will be of help. Safe travels, travel.
I'll protect us. I wonder... Hey, Aneva.
That is perfectly all right. My data indicates clear skies in the...
But are we really gonna set off without telling anyone again? Funny you mention it. You'll never guess who Paimon's... Hey! You didn't seriously think we'd let you leave without a farewell party, did you?
Yeah, come on, traveler. We've already made all the preparations. And most importantly...
A little bird told us you'd soon be leaving for Nodcry. So, we asked Paimon to give us a heads up before...
You sure it's not time to think about changing?
Don't worry, we won't keep you long. Besides, everyone's there already. Shaska, Ian-san,
You're invited too, Anefa. Shilonen has a special gift for you.
Accompaniment request accepted. Shilonen demonstrates excellent...
Wait, so robots like massages too?
Alright, enough with the chit-chat.
Woohoo!
Spit it out, then.
They've set off.
About time I met this variable.
head to a new nation, there's always a point where it suddenly dawns on Paimon. This time, it was the moment she realized she just polished off the very last of her Saurus cracker.
In other words, Paimon has marked the geographic coordinates from 2 minutes and 40 seconds ago as the boundary between Natlan and Notcry. This
Paimon meant more in terms of how it felt on a psychological level. Anyway, what about you? Huh, that actually kind of makes sense. What about you, Anefa? Come to think of it, maybe we should be asking the other way around.
In that case, probably when my son—
The moon?
Negative.
Oh,
Paimon, traveler. Welcome to Notcry.
that must be Nasha
That is correct, Paimon. It is also the most bustling commercial hub.
Oh, sounds like the perfect place to start trying out all the local specialties. Huh? Is something up?
Paimon. This is where our spaceship landed when Lumine and I first arrived in Teyvat.
Huh? Are you sure? But how come you've never mentioned that before? Seems pretty important to Paimon.
Oh, well, because those memories are really hazy. All I remember is Lumine waking me up and us leaving the ship. But just now, setting foot on this land, I felt something.
Are you referring to Kuvaki?
Kuva, what now?
The locals refer to it as Kuvaki. It is a unique elemental force found only in Notcry, or rather, a pure. That is correct. Legend has it that long, modern geological surveys and
So, when you mentioned being able to detect the Wait, Traveler, you're saying we might actually find your spaceship?
Notcry is surrounded by the ocean. In other words, it could have been anywhere along its coastline. Negative.
Hey, it's okay if you... Let's just do what we've always done.
I'd be more than happy to help you out as
Our pleasure.
like we've crossed another boundary.
Paimon couldn't have... Well, as the best got not cry, here we come! It just occurred to Paimon.
The guild is located in Nasha Town.
Huh? What in Teyvat is that? Looks kinda like a sealy floating around in
That is a kuhanki, a species unique to the land of Notcry.
a kuhenki.
Indeed it does.
The moon got it.
Although Notcry, the beliefs of the Frost.
Wow!
Correct.
Hey! Looks like she's floating away!
I suggest you follow her.
Everyone is working super hard. We should be too. travel guide? Huh. It actually led us to something useful.
Are there any particular recalibrating route if we keep following the current path?
Yikes. Why is Paimon sub... Huh?
Go, Barbara, go!
Wow! Nasha Town actually looks pretty big from here. Feels a bit different than Paimon imagined, though.
Which aspects in part?
Well, Paimon keeps hearing people describe Nodcry as an...
According to legend, there was indeed an era of tales of those ancient heroes. This individual performed many good deeds for not. There came a devastating abyssal heartbroken by what nowadays the paradise people speak of is more of an aspiration, or an irony, perhaps. Today, no official authority governs Notcry. The Adventurers Guild...
Hey!
That is, I knows, but according to the scan I just ran,
The wild hunt?
it is a phenomenon that has been... If you don't start behaving, kid, some night, the wild hunt's gonna come for you. Listen, do you hear that?
You're saying people...
I have not witnessed enough, but the oldest legends say that all people saw...
Oh, when you put it like...
Absolutely. Anyway, according...
Oh, sure. After all, you're right about... Let's dance.
This is the kind of surprise I could sing about.
Here we are, the flagship.
Varka told us to meet him here in his letter, right? Let's see. Varka? Varka!
No matches identified.
Huh. So he isn't here after all. Oh, guess we never did actually say we'd be arriving today. Hey, why don't we go ask the owner? If what they say is true, Barca's drinking prowess must have left quite the impression.
I wonder when I'll be as tall as my big sister.
These are bounties. If you want to negotiate prices, find out the flea market.
Well, well.
Hello there,
You know each other?
Of course. Inefa's a regular here at the flagship.
So, robot?
Not at all. The energy conversion efficiency.
Funny that you should mention that. Well, you were.
Aww. Yep, that's so...
Varka?
Paimon can't believe he's made such a make...
Right now?
Huh? Where's that?
It's a lake in the northern part.
Oh. So, well, if it...
Exactly. Plus.
Whoa!
Oh, and by the way.
Thank you.
No, thank you.
Traveler, Paimon. Why don't you go ahead and drop off?
Sure thing.
Oh. So you no longer require.
No worries. We should be fine. We've got a rough idea of our way around town.
Thank you.
Oh, right. Feels pretty nice having someone sort out our food and lodging for us, huh? But is this really the flagship's best room? You mean it's got something to do with not... Oh, should we try the berries and... Oh! Sorry about that.
Please, there's no need to apologize.
Wait a sec. Are you staying in...
Ah, quite the perceptive one, I see. First things first, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Kirill Chudamirovich Flintz, but please, just call me Flintz.
Whoa! That's... and...
Ah, is that so? Names like mine ought to have been fairly common in Snezhnaya, at least in the past. Would I...
Yep, you sure would be. Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. We've been to a bunch of nations already, but we only just arrived in Notcry today.
What a rare honor it is to meet such worldly
Are you here for travel too?
if only I had the time to spare. No, I'm just staying the night.
Oh, so you're here...
That's certainly one way to put it. I'm a Ratnik of Nodcry, normally stationed near the burial grounds to the north. My sole cause for being here today...
Burial grounds?
Your surprise is entirely understandable. Most people cannot even begin to fathom the idea of a life surrounded by. But if you've heard of the calamitous abomination that is the Wild Hunt, you'll know that in their wake they bring a host of souls tainted by abyssal filth. That then is why we are stationed by the
Oh, so it's all about fighting against the abyss.
I thank you for your concern. But in truth, I've long since grown used to it. In fact,
Paimon sort of gets it now. But even so, she's still pretty sure she could never get used to living in a graveyard herself.
Oh, I assure you, there's no need to worry on that account. The kind of ghosts you find in cemeteries aren't too big on talking. But even when they do, they're usually far more discreet than... Well, would you look at that? Who'd have thought we'd end up chatting this long? Must have a lot in common, huh? Forgive me, but I must excuse myself, for the time of my appointment draws near. And in terms I'm sure you'll understand, a lanternless ratnik is like a maplet.
Oh, sure. In that case...
Not at all. You're always welcome to...
Right.
Then allow me to wish you a traditional ratnik's farewell. See you by the graveside.
Ugh. Jeez. What a weirdo. Not to badmouth him at all. His lantern? Guess you've always had a nose for some... Hey! Don't you start spouting off... We're gonna go try out the berries but now, heading all the way back to the flagship feels like such...
Please, accept today's book.
Huh? What's going on? Or wait, free food? Quick, let's grab some too.
Moonlight illuminates the path before you, travelers.
Huh? How'd you...
Just now were a song the birds in the...
The birds?
Forgive me. I am Lauma, moon chanter of the Frost Moon Scions. Please, as do our followers and other passers-by, accept today's boon.
Happy to oblige. Paimon's name is Paimon, and this here is the Traveler. Thanks so much for sharing your yummy food with us. We'll take one each.
Think nothing of it.
The finest you found?
The first fruit of the heart, as perhaps you have already... And now, with...
Look who it is again. Those unsufferably kind-hearted Frost Moon Scions. Got enough for us too?
That's right! 2 servings each!
The Fatui! After what you've been doing to our sacred statues, how dare you even...
Wilhelmina, bestow today's boon upon our guests.
You hear that? No slacking now. We'll have the very best you got.
But, my lady, they...
Please, you two.
Come again?
Let me finish. But should they still refuse...
You! Hey. Whatever. Just you wait. Huh? Where's the meat?
Ever since they came to know...
Judging from how they reacted just...
Well...
I see. Just as the bird... You will always be welcome. May we meet again in the moon's gentle...
Looks like Inefa isn't done with her. Good idea! Wouldn't want... let's see... This is the Vesnitsi Prolicha greenhouse. And this is the Rossum workshop. And over here, they've got a super tall observation deck. That way's north, and that looks like something built by the Fatui. And then Over there to the west. Ah, that must be the place So, what'd you think? Even if Enefa kinda stole her limelight earlier, this just goes to prove that Paimon... she sure is! Huh? Look! There must be someone at the event. Looks like we'll finally be able to ask about your spaceship. Where? Which one are you... Anyway... La da 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 da. I wonder when I'll be as tall as my big sister.
Everything here is good enough for me.
Lucky us! The line's... Hey, Catherine!
How ridiculous.
Huh?
They often say that mortals, shackled by their own flesh and blood, may fail to perceive the truth of this world, even when it is right beneath their very nose.
But Paimon must have gotten the wrong person? At second glance, you do seem a bit younger than...
A creator might forgive ignorance, but being mistaken for one of my own creations is beyond all pardon. Look very closely, for standing before you is none other than Marionette, 7th of the Fatui Harbingers.
A harbinger?
Today's encounter is merely a courtesy call. A friendly warning, if you will. You interfered with my work once before, with that little robot. I let it slide. After all, it was nothing more than a distraction. But we are in Nod Cry now. And as such, I strongly advise you not to stand in the Fatui's way. Otherwise, the next time we meet,
Oh, please. You've got some nerve coming out with barely veiled threats like that. You're the one stirring things up here.
oh, perhaps you have misunderstood. Just because Nod Cry lacks a ruler at present, that does not mean it should not be ruled. We Fatui are simply...
Yeah, right. We're like shady experiments, judging by your massive, creepy research facility.
I've said what I came to say. What you do next, only you can decide. And, being the refined young lady that I am, I shall indulge you just this once. Ad Astra Abasask. Welcome to Nod Cry, Dominion of the Fatui.
Ugh! Paimon's so mad right now! How can anyone so obviously evil be so annoyingly self-righteous? But if a Fatui Harbinger is here to greet us in person, that can only mean one thing. We'll have to be extra careful from here on out. Paimon hates feeling like she's being watched. Hey! The real Catherine's back!
Ad Astra Abyssosque. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild. How may I help? I will do everything I can to assist you.
You're so much nicer to talk to, Catherine. Please don't leave us again, okay?
Ad Astra Abyssosque.
Let the show begin.
Please, here we go. And if you ever need anything else, don't forget to make the...
Oh dear.
Of course it's the real deal. Everything you'll find here is 110% real, meaning every one of my deals is as real as a deal can... Wait a minute. Well, if it isn't my two most valued clients.
And with no small thanks to your Come. How could you just sneak into Not Cry like this without... Thank the Archons we didn't tell... Oh, come now. You know as well as anyone how impeccably and conscientiously above board I am. Well, a clever merchant always has a backup plan. Or two, or three up their sleeves. As the saying goes, a rabbit with many burrows fears not the hunt. Since you're both here and not... We literally just arrived! Do we look like we're on the hunt for tourist trinkets? My! Your high-minded tastes never cease to impress. What's that? Your hat? Information, of course. Information about Not Cry. Locked securely in the otherwise impenetrable vaults of the Lord Sangama Bay's brilliant mind. I knew it! I just knew you'd appreciate the value of my wares. Wow. You sure? What do you mean by uncharacteristic? The moment I set up, things got even more turbulent after the Fatui pulled down 2 ancient moon's remnants. People began to catch a whiff of the coming chaos. And the more troubled the water... Not at all sorry to interrupt, but we're not here for Mora. Oh, really? But surely it was the tales of an adventurer's parrot in that case. What would you like to know about? Everyone knows they're here for the ancient moon's remnants, but no one's sure why they pulled them down in Nodcry of all places. Anyway, they've been acting mysterious enough, but if you ask me, that Kuvaki Experimental Design Bureau of theirs up north? That bunch of booze-loving monstatters? Ugh, don't even get me started. As fellow Outlanders, I thought they'd be easy pickings, but somehow, every single... I've done plenty of deals with heavy drinkers before, but those guys? I never once made it to the contract signing before blacking out. I'm getting flashbacks of the hangovers just thinking about it. Oh, I almost forgot to mention. Listen to my advice. Do not, under any circumstances, go there. The Curatorium of Secrets? Just a place that handles all kinds of disputes. But the owner will charge you an absolute fortune, and she has a temper to match. Nothing like your friendly neighborhood, Lord Sangama Bay. You're not just saying that to stop your competition. When did that little pip... What do you mean? Of course not. I'm only thinking about your wallets. I mean, on behalf of your wallets. You're really not good. All right. But I'm not lying about that boss lady. Not only did she make it into my top 3 people not to mess with in Nodcry, she's also in my top 3 people most eager to trade in favors. Seriously? Fine. But when you real... I wonder when I'll be as tall as my